me a knife. Give me a knife.
A dramatic rescue in Baton Rouge. A woman is heard yelling from inside her car that she's drowning. She's pulled from the vehicle. Her rescuer resubmerges to save her dog. She's just one of over 7,000 people rescued in these record floods that have turned streets into rivers.
I've been living in this area since the mid-'80s, and I've never, ever seen the water like this. It's just unreal.
I had this much before it got on my carport. 30 minutes later, it was coming across. 30 minutes after that, it's in my house.
Authorities say the torrential rain has created a patchwork of densely populated islands in southern parts of the state. That's slowing rescue operations.
The wildlife and fisheries and the agents and everyone, fire marshal's office and firemen that have these boats, they've got to move them through that water, then they've got to pick them up, if you can imagine that, and move them to the next water. Well, it might be several hundred yards to do that. So that's the issues in place we're dealing with.
Over 5,000 people stayed in shelters on Saturday night. The rain had subsided on Sunday, but officials say some areas in southern Louisiana have yet to see the worst of the flooding. High waves, some at record levels, continue to snake southwards through the area's rivers. Some have yet to crest. In addition, the fallen rain has still to evaporate. Officials say this is the time to evacuate areas that have been drenched.
I do want to warn everybody that because the ground is so saturated, even a typical summer afternoon thunderstorm has the potential to cause flooding or recurrence of flooding in those areas that have already experienced it.
The storm has weakened as it tracks northeast, though flash flood watches are in effect all the way up to the Great Lakes. A storm like this is supposed only to occur once every 500 years. This is Louisiana's second such storm this year. What's now called extreme weather, expected to become ever more routine as the climate changes. Shihab Rutansi, Al Jazeera.